Welcome to the realm of Millenia. Yes, I am still on the same walk. I got the Wednesday shirt though. It is Wacky Wednesday, and I am your Millenian mailman here to bring you the news and help you acclimate and fit in and world build this for you. So go ahead, sit back and relax and enjoy this Wacky Idea Wednesday. Right? Hot take of the week is about society, but in general here, the big thing for today is just this, hear me out, this concept of what if we really took all these mental disorders and mental disease, these mental sicknesses, and just thought about them differently. Like, do you think it would be possible to have a better understanding of people with mental disease, mental sickness, mental health issues if we, instead of defining and labeling them as problematic for those particular things, what if we instead went about, defining them as, instead of just diseased and sickened, do you think we could make more progress in helping people become fixed if we labeled them instead as high IQ people without the high functionality they need to put that IQ to use? People with all these mental diseases, if we labeled them as people who had too high IQs for their own good, people who were too smart without the capability to back it up and put it into effect, because what generally happens with people who are too smart and relatively too competent for their own capacity, they get overwhelmed and they get boggled down by the excess and the abundance they don't actually know what the hell to do with. Right? So if we went about labeling it in that fashion, when we go into these discussions of mental health, mental disease, and mental awareness, does anyone else believe that it might help the conversation or help pass along the buck to getting down to the root of what is the actual issue on why so many people are mentally challenged, right? If instead of giving them that label of just straight up diseased and problematic, we called them too smart for their own good because they don't have the capability to back up what they talking about, what they're thinking about. What do we think could be done about that? Because the way I thought about it, that allowed me to have a bit more patience with, slow people and more mentally challenged and diversified individuals, was going about it with the mindset that he's just too smart for all that he's actually capable of backing up, right? Because I like to think a lot of people with DID, dissociative identity disorders, people like that with mental health crisis like of that nature, I like to think of those people as people who are insanely great at interior design, right? They can get a big old mansion. They are so good at cleaning up rooms, packing these rooms, organizing these rooms in such a manner that, oh my gosh, it's an entirely different style. It's a different aesthetic. It's a different any and everything that makes it so awesome and grand, right? They're so good at that. But because it's a mansion, And it's a mansion they don't share with other people, really. They just get in the mood in these houses, in these mansions. When they go to different rooms, they lose themselves embracing those concepts that they filled those rooms up with. Right? It's like just a separate room in their mind. Like, what if everyone with a mental health disease, with a mental health issue, just had trouble differentiating at some point whether or not they're in their room or someone else's room? Like, they're in their own mansion, they're in their own home, their own body, but every time they walk into another room, it's like, I am this room now, instead of this room just being another part of me, my house, my life. They're not, I can't even say well equipped or well, right? Because they got all the equipment, they got all the things. They just aren't capable as what, I don't know, society, if you will, for a lack of a better word. They aren't as capable as the rest of the world would deem them to be necessary for them to maneuver and operate this home that they are in and losing themselves in. This home, this mansion, this house that they are a part of is just too big for reality for them, essentially. It's just larger than life. What if, and hear me out, what if everyone with a mental health disease, if we viewed it from the lens of them being too big IQ, too much real estate, so much real estate that they lose themselves in. They lose themselves, they get lost in this music, they get lost in this lifestyle, and this emptiness of having a mind too big for them to handle. Is it possible that we might actually be able to understand and help correct and fix their problems better when we learn or come in with a mindset that it's just too much? Because everyone is so asphyxiated, if you will. Everyone's so asphyxiated on trying to be heard and trying to be understood that once people articulate themselves in a rather lackluster and highly irrational manner, they get labeled in such a way that they make a whole new room out of it. Maybe I am crazy. Maybe I am insane. They'll take it at face value because they're so, not gullible, but they're so, what's the word? Moldable. What is it? Malleable. No. People are so influenced and affected by the things being said around them, those buzzwords being used on them, that there's just too much. It's too much. It becomes too much. Their house is too small. This mansion is too big for them to be able to weave through the clutter in this tiny home they have, or be able to navigate and not lose themselves in a mansion that big. What if we just looked at these things differently? Could that help us as a society better get down to the root causes of what we need to better each and every one of us? Or am I just stupid? let me know. Just let me know if I'm stupid. That being said, go ahead, leave a like. If you like or agreed with anything I had to say, go ahead, put a question, comments, concern down in that comment section down below. And I will always respond to you on a Millenia Mailman Monday, where I do those Q&As and reviews of the comment section. Or go ahead, share the video if you think just the concept and the idea needs a bit more exposure. Okay? Like, comment, share, and of course subscribe if you want me to notice that more people are interested and want me to publish my book and my book series, because regardless of whether or not you click that bell button, I will be posting a video every single day until I finally properly finish publishing my book properly. Until my book is published, I will be posting a video every single day. But hey, that's just me, your Millenia Mailman. Hope you enjoy. Bye-bye.